All right, Booze. So this message is for my twin flames who can feel the shift, okay? So the illusion is breaking. The old cycles we know, the karmic ties, the mental or emotional spells that's been holding you and your person in bondage is losing its power, y'all, okay? And it has a lot to do with the fact that divine feminine and divine masculine have awakened, okay? So once you are able to raise your frequency, and that's what's been happening within the collective, then guess what? Spell work doesn't work. Okay, so you have to be at a high vibration in order to not really be affected by it. But when you're in a state of worry and fear and, and your ego and all of this other things, and yes, it's possible that spell work can have an effect on you. Okay, so your frequency means everything, especially when you're on a twin flame journey. Because again, this is a mirroring connection that is meant to help you to elevate. Okay, so you learn through the lessons, you learn through the triggers. You know what I'm saying? There's so much that goes along with it. It's not just simply about a relationship. Okay, it's about the relationship with yourself. All right, and what spirit, is saying is that the spell is broken. And when that happens, the truth rises to the surface, right? And the mask, they got to fall off in the process. And the alignment really begins to unfold. Okay, so if you've been feeling that energetic pressure, the dreams, the distance, the deja vu, you've been seeing the signs, like it's been getting louder. This message is confirmation of what you already know to be true, right? The illusion is dissolving, and so your soul is really reclaiming its freedom. Okay, I'm proud of the collective, right? Because everyone is going through this major shift and actually learning to stand in their power and understand that, hey, I'm worthy. I'm more than enough. Okay, and that's why we are where we at today. All right, and if you are still, trying to get to this point in your journey, don't worry. Stick with me. You gonna make it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my true guides, for showing up and helping me with this twin flame reading. Protect us as we go through these portals. Close the gates to any karmic energy, anything that's not in alignment with the divine's will. And so it is. All right, y'all. So I got it's going to be an 8-card spread. All right, so bear with me. We might have 2 or 3 parts to this video. However, I'm going to try to get it in as quickly as possible. But the first card that I do want to start with is the illusion, right? This is the false belief, the karmic tie, or the mental spell that kept this connection bound. Okay, so thank you, Holy Spirit. Let's talk about the illusion. Ooh, temperance in the upright position. Okay, it's like it's an illusion of balance, but let me, like, so what I'm hearing is like, it literally feels like the illusion was thinking that the karmic situation with the divine masculine was actually more balanced than what it appeared. But let me keep pulling, right? So I can pull the story together. I just seen 323 on a timer. Okay, so card number 2 is the trigger. What's the trigger? This is the event, the word, or the action that cracked the illusion. It just started pouring down raining here, y'all. The Knight of Cups in the reverse position. Card number 3, the truth revealed. So what is spirit exposing now that can no longer stay hidden? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. Card number 4, the resistance. Tell me about the fear, the pattern, or the shadow energy making it hard to release the old cycle for the twin flames. The Empress in the reverse. Ooh, so that could be the feeling of not feeling enough, or this could be a karmic feminine showing up in this energy. The resistance. No. Let me see. Yeah, the resistance, right? No, it's card number 5, the power shift. Sorry, y'all. The power shift. So this is the energy helping you reclaim your voice and your peace at this moment. The 8 of Cups in the upright position. Card 6 is the liberation. This is the freedom or the balance that comes once the spell is actually broken. And I got the Fool card in the upright position. Card number 7, divine alignment. This is the new direction or energetic outcome that Spirit is aligning you with. 3 of Cups in an upright position. This is like a whole new soul tribe, baby. This is celebration, it's joy, community, new connections, ones that are more aligned with your purpose and your soul. Card number 8, the Union Code activation. Okay. So what is the lesson, the soul code or lesson unlocked through this release? And I got the 9 of Wands in the upright position. Y'all, okay. Whew, try to get a little bit comfortable over here, y'all. I am squeezed up in between this nightstand and the bed. My bad. Okay. I want to give a major shout out to my subscribers, a part of the Seekers Circle over on TikTok. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, so let's get into this message here. So with the Temperance card coming out first, right? It's basically, it's like the way that I'm seeing it is that this is like this false belief, right? And again, like I said earlier when I started the reading, it's like this illusion of balance, right? It's like thinking that a karmic situation was actually peaceful or aligned when it really wasn't. Okay. So what I'm saying is like it was just keeping still long enough so that Spirit could show the cracks in that foundation. Okay. Yeah. What I'm hearing again is like another fucking illusion. And so yeah, it's like this thing like, nah, that's what I keep hearing Spirit saying, nah, everything's been forced. The illusion was everything was fine, and that's the lie. Okay, so it looked calm on the surface, but underneath, it was all about control, compromise, and pretending, right? So the spell that's breaking is the false image of balance, especially within those karmic situations. And so you're now seeing what's real, what real peace versus performance peace actually looks like, okay? And so with the trigger coming out with the Knight of Cups coming in the reverse position right next to it, this is triggered, right? The Knight of Cups reverse is triggered all day long, okay? Somebody's emotional immaturity or broken promises or romantic inconsistencies, whatever that may be, cracked the illusion wide open. So the charm actually wore off. So what used to sound sweet now feels shallow. For some of y'all, this person came forward with half truth, or they could have been love bombing you. And Spirit just pretty much was just like, you know, that's enough. That's enough. That moment when you stop really believing in potential and you started seeing the patterns, that's when the spell was actually broken. Okay. And so that's when the truth again was revealed. All right. And with the Wheel of Fortune coming out in the reverse, this wasn't bad luck, baby. It was divine redirection. And so the wheel stopped turning because Spirit needed you to step off of it. Right. And so it's like you've been in a karmic loop. Same storyline, different day. And now that the illusion is gone, you can finally see that destiny had to pause until the lesson was learned, right? And Spirit is actually saying now, like the delay was protection. It never was punishment, right? It was redirection. So you had to go through these moments of pause just so that all of this truth can actually come to the surface. Let's just put it that way, right? So that you can literally see through the illusion. It was not meant to hurt you, okay? But it was meant for you to be able to see the truth, because on this journey, guess what? We only can walk in truth and integrity, right? So stay tuned for part